Hello, my name is Vicki Perkins. I am the assistant principal for Hidden Springs Elementary School. Welcome to Hidden Springs Elementary School Parents Guide to Virtual Learning for the 2020-2021 school year for the first trimester of learning. We're going to take this time to walk you through different ways that we can work together to support your student in having the best year possible. Our agenda today will be to cover Moreno Valley Unified School District's mission and 11 commitments, the core instruction of what your student will be receiving daily and how we're going to provide that, the interventions and support that we can provide to your student, how we will be monitoring daily attendance, assessments and grading, getting connected and tech support, and finally working together to support your student have the best year possible. Moreno Valley is dedicated through our 11 commitments and our mission statement on making this the best possible experience for your student. And we're always going to start with the why. Why do we do what we do? We here at Hidden Springs, we love your students, and we know that it's a difficult time for all of us, but we also know that working together, we can make this done. And we're going to do it by commitment number 11, by having some fun, and by working together following all of these commitments. Moreno Valley's mission statement is to ensure that all students graduate high school prepared to successfully enter into a higher education and or pursue a viable career path. And that mission is not dissuaded simply because we're doing distance learning. We believe we can still meet that goal for your students. The way that we're going to do that is through our core instruction. It varies from grade level. So for instance, for TK and kindergarten, they are required to do 60 minutes of core instruction, and that's going to be the live instruction via Zoom that you'll see laid out in your teacher's plan in their Google Classroom. The rest of the time will be independent practice of 120 minutes, totaling 180 minutes of daily instruction for your students. You can see it varies a little bit between grades. For first, second, and third grade, they have 75 minutes of core live instruction daily, and then 155 minutes of independent practice, totaling 230. And finally, fourth and fifth grade have 90 minutes of core live instruction with 150 minutes of independent practice, totaling 240 minutes. The way that we're going to make that happen is you can see in your student schedule, it will vary by grade level. So from around 8:15 to about 12 o'clock daily, again, the schedules will vary. You will see that your student will have English language arts instruction, a block of math instruction. They will also have ELD instruction, which is English language development, if they are a language learner. And in some cases, for all of our students, we will be providing that intensive intervention and support for language learning. And finally, designated time for intervention for small group work with your students to reach them at their ability level. All of our students, of course, can come onto campus every day. You can drive up, and we will provide your student with a bag lunch between 11 and 1 every day if you drive through Hidden Springs, and we will do it in a safe manner, but we want to make sure your students have that lunch daily. And then for the remainder of the day, after their morning instruction and after their lunch, the students will have the rest of that day to complete their independent work. And of course, that can happen when you get home from work at night or whatever your schedule looks like. We know that many of our families are working, so they can do their live interaction during the day with their teacher. And then whenever it works out for the student and their families, they can work on that independent work. And the teachers will do everything they can to explain all of the ways that the students need to provide and do that independent work in a way that the students can understand it. And then the teachers, of course, will be available for daily office hours. The schedules vary, so make sure you're checking with your teacher. And they will get in touch with you and have Zoom meetings with you or talk with you or text with you, whatever they need to do to help you get the answers you need to support your students. Regarding the interventions and support, we have several layers of intervention here at Hidden Springs Elementary School and in the Moreno Valley Unified School District. Our first one is small group instruction, and that's targeted based on the student's need. And that's the information that teachers get through assessments, through observations, through different things that they see your students do. They're going to have a pretty good idea of how to support them. And sometimes our kids need that extra little help. So we're going to be providing that intervention at designated time throughout the day, and that will be live instruction with the teacher via Zoom. And at times our instructional aides will also be supporting in that endeavor to help your students be successful. Also, we do have our special education program. We have students that have individualized education plans. They do have IEPs. They will still be receiving those designated supports by those providers in addition to their core instruction. So we will not be pulling them out from their core instruction. They will receive that support from speech or RSP or whatever in addition. Now, if it's a special day class student, of course, they will receive their entire day will receive those additional supports, but they will also receive any additional supports, for example, speech and things like that, in addition to their regular core instruction. And finally, we do have our English language learners that need additional support with language. And again, that's built into the teachers' daily schedules where they will be providing direct instruction on English language development. And we also have our Imagine Learning software, which the teacher will be assigning for 20 minutes of daily practice for the students at their ability level according to their English learner level. With regard to attendance, the teachers will be taking daily attendance on Zoom, and they will be monitoring participation within the independent work to see how the students are progressing. And we will be reaching out to you. Your teachers will be reaching out to you, and the staff will be reaching out to you during office hours and on a regular basis just to see if the reason that attendance isn't happening is something that we can work together to fix. The first couple of days, we've seen a lot of students that had trouble logging into different classrooms because of tech support. Those are the kinds of things that we'd like to work with you to fix. If you're going to be absent, as always, please let your teacher know, let the front office know, and we will work with you to make up that work so that you can make up those lost instructional hours. For the assessments and grading, your teachers are going to be monitoring the student progress through classroom participation. They're going to be checking for understanding the same way they would in the classroom. And then again, there's always going to be classroom and district assessments. While we do encourage support during independent practice, we want you to work with your kids and to help teach them those skills and work together with us as a team to support learning. However, when they are taking assessments, please refrain as much as possible. Please do not help your students and allow them to take it independently, as that information is going to provide invaluable information to the teacher on how to provide those additional supports, interventions, and resources to get your students where they need to be so that they can be successful. With regard to getting connected and tech support, your students will log into their Chromebook and they will go into Clever. Once they're logged into Clever, most teachers have posted their information through their Google Classroom. You will see an icon through your portal, and the teachers are walking through the students through this process, so they will be able to see that. They will go into Google Classroom. Most teachers have posted a Zoom link in their Google Classroom that does not require an ID. However, there is also a Zoom link in the student's Clever portal that they can just click right on, and they should be able to get to their meeting. If for some reason they're having any trouble getting on, especially initially, please reach out to the teacher, reach out to the front office, and we will do everything possible to help your student access their learning. All right. And also within Clever, you'll see things like Imagine Learning and some of those other programs that we have in there. And that's where your students can access everything they need will be right there through the Clever portal. If for some reason you can't log into Clever, you will see at the bottom where I have tech support. If you go onto the district's website, under departments, you'll see professional development. Under that, you will see a tab that says online distance learning. And finally, you'll see a link for shareable family resources. There's a link right there to a Google form that you can quickly fill out and let our tech support team know that you need. help with your Chromebook or some kind of repair. And there's also all kinds of links and information that's going to help you get your student logged in. But of course, let your teacher know, let the front office staff know, and we will do everything we can to help meet all of your technology needs. For the live instruction, again, they're going to go in at their scheduled time, have your student through Clever. They can go into Zoom and it will take them right to their live Zoom link. For their independent work, it should be stored in their Google Classroom through the Clever portal. And your teacher has gone over all of this with the students. And again, if you have any questions regarding their work, what they're supposed to be doing, how it's supposed to be turned in, anything at all, please encourage your student to ask the teacher during class instruction. And you can reach out anytime, and we're more than happy to help you. And finally, remember, we're all in this together. We know that it's a struggle right now, getting your child on to distance learning, making sure that they're staying engaged, communicating with the teacher. There are various programs out there that are difficult and they're tricky and they're different, like our Q app and things like that. But we're here for you. Our district office is here for you. So again, Ms. Thomas, our principal, and myself, we're very happy that you're here this year. We're looking forward to an excellent year, and we believe together we can make this the best year yet. Thank you for engaging in this video. If you have any questions, please reach out, and everyone have a great year. And remember, you can't hide that Bobcat pride.